Everyone, thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports. What an intriguing game we've got for you tonight. One tremendous college player will be included in the lineup. This is Kevin Harlan, joined at the broadcast table by Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy. And it's the Pistons to start out. O'Neal looking around. Pass to Ilgauskas. Back to O'Neal. To the wing on the left. Shot clock at 6. And the basket by Chambers.
Absolutely ready. And they put the ball in his hands, and he's able to finish. This is Shaq at his best, getting that deep position and then just muscling through.
Now, here's SGA. O'Neal inside. Tyson Chandler pulls it in.
You gotta finish at the rim right there. You hate seeing those opportunities go to waste.
O'Neal outside. Out to Chandler. Back to Shaq. From deep. Detroit with the rebound.
And even without that three ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
SGA with the ball. Now Chandler defending. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Well, sending Shaq to the line here is on paper the smart foul, but O'Neal might just make them regret it.
O'Neal hits them both.
Well, he's been very good at the line, and we all know free throws can make or break you in the end.
O'Neal with the steal. Pass to Ilgauskas. Stolen by O'Neal. Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. And the dunk by O'Neal.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
Now here's Shaq. To the paint.
And not a long trip to the rim for Ilgauskas, using that reach to just hammer it down. Yeah, a nice, strong finish on the inside.
But Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality. Here's SGA. To the middle. Here's Ilgauskas. Just 5 to shoot. It's a pick by Ilgauskas. Here's Chambers. It's rebounded by Anunoby.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's the look they want. It's tough working the mid-range area. Yeah, way back when I started coaching, you never wanted a three-pointer on a fast break. Now, it's the shot teams are looking for.
Albuquerque leading by 3. Boozer goes in, and Boozer throws it down.
And when he sees an opening, Boozer looks to attack. Cameron is a high IQ basketball player.
And it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing. To the left side wing. And again Albuquerque with the triple.
And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
Well, look, we've seen that no lead is safe these days. You got to keep scoring and extending that margin.
And Anunoby takes pride because blocks like that can really help build momentum. They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
Yeah, now it's all about maintaining this lead, but you can't start playing it safe. You got to keep attacking and executing.
And so it's Albuquerque in the driver's seat, up 8 points. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And what stands out to you from Albuquerque in this one so far?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they dictated the pace to this point, looking to run at every opportunity.
With the drive.
When he gets the ball in close, Yaxel wants to finish with authority.
Well, long-armed and broad-shouldered, Yaxel Lindenborg has a first-team All-NBA name, and his skill level stands out as well. At 6'9", able to pass, handle, and shoot, he is multi-tool.
And there's the whistle, illegal screen.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet, we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
Pass to George. Stolen by Boozer. And here we go, Albuquerque, fast break. And the dunk by Chandler.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration, a turnover, and an easy bucket in transition.
Inside. Back to Daniels. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Chet. And how about the emergence, Stan, of Dyson Daniels as an elite wing defender?
Yeah, look, Kevin, I think what happened with Dyson Daniels is he just got a chance to step into more playing time, and as he got that consistent time, he showed that he's not only one of the best defenders in this league, but he's got more offensive skill than people thought he had also.
Oh, in good form from distance.
And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Well, Daniels is a tall guard. He can get up with the best.
In the corner, it's Boozer. And again, Albuquerque with the triple.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look for him.
And you can learn a lot about rebounding by watching this guy. Look at the fundamentals there on the box out.
Detroit foul. Tim Thomas. First personal foul. Second team foul.
1:52 left in the first half. Here's Lindenborg. And again, Albuquerque with the triple.
A skilled big. Lindenborg has the ability to step out and stretch the floor. What a valuable skill.
Pass to Thomas. Outside, George. Just fine on the clock. And Boozer with the block.
And this is the kind of defense you love seeing from Boozer, coming away with the rejection there.
And the dunk by Boozer.
They just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Well, as a coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flowing.
Here's Daniels. Will it go? Here's Noah. Off target with his 3. Albuquerque leading by 19 points. Shaq with the screen. Down low. And finished off by O'Neal.
Well, now that they've settled into this game, you can see the offense is firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, and that is key for them, continuing to build out this lead.
Access denied. You have to go up a little more aggressively when he's near.
For Detroit, they have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4.
Well, when he's on the floor, Dyson Daniels gives you uncapped energy. He's really committed to going all out.
Outside Boozer. And the dunk by Boozer.
And they're getting points. They're getting stops. And this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
And so it's Albuquerque holding a 22-point lead as the quarter wraps up. Their defense has been terrific in this game. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be.
That's where athleticism and style comes together. What a move there by Peterson. Well, calling a player a combo guard can sometimes signify that they're kind of stuck between positions. In the case of Darren Peterson, he possesses the size and skill level to do just about anything you need from the backcourt.
Now Detroit moving it up. Here's Chambers. Misses the three. And Anunoby, here we go. Into the lane. Oh, and he jams it right over Kawhi Leonard.
OG hard charging.
Ball stolen. Here's the break. From outside the arc. Buries it from three-point range. Anunoby's got 7 points.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless. Building this lead in every way possible.
And the dunk by SGA.
One of the quickest players in the league. Once Gilgeous-Alexander gets a step on you, it's over.
Anunoby has the open look. And again, Albuquerque with the triple.
And look, that's just the guy getting to his spot and making the defense pay.
SGA with the ball. Now Chandler defending. Count that one.
It's just hard guarding O'Neal in general, but when he's working in the pick and roll, it's almost...
Oh, the power on that Pruden! Wow!
And you're not going to get an easier deuce than that, straight to the basket.
From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. It's good from long range. SGA's got 7 points for the quarter. Here's Anunoby. And Anunoby slams it in.
With enthusiasm, Anunoby punishing the D for giving him that opener.
Pass to O'Neal. Chandler with the steal. Anunoby outside. Stolen by O'Neal. .112 left here in the third quarter.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Pass to O'Neal. And Anunoby, here we go. And he gets the bucket. Anunoby's got 16.
Well, Anunoby's number has been called often in this one, and he's made the most of it.
And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That is his first foul of the game. There's 47 seconds left to play in the third. Pass to Anunoby. Chandler a screen. And then Anunoby slams it in.
That is not possible. What we just... is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said. And the jam by Ilgauskas.
Continues to develop his playmaking abilities. Gilgeous-Alexander is an unselfish team player.
Here's Shaq. Back to Anunoby. And stolen by Leonard. Here's Shaq. Left side, Gilgeous-Alexander. With 1 on the clock. And slam dunk by SGA.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Turning great.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Now a timeout called by Albuquerque. And here's Daniels. Outside for George. Launches from deep. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Personal foul.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
And Shaq with the slam.
Well, sharp interior passing is so important. The best way to create high percentage buckets.
Outside Daniels. To the inside. And it's George missing. And Albuquerque with the possession. In the corner, O'Neal with it. Drills it from outside.
And when the corner threes are dropping, it really forces a defense to cover a lot of ground.
Pass to Noah. And finished off by Noah.
Oh, how about that powerful finish by Noah attacking the rim.
Chandler a screen. Boozer wide open. He fired. And again, Albuquerque with the triple.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Look, when the three is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete.
And the big guy is doing big things offensively. O'Neal knows his team counts on him to rack up points.
Right side Daniels. And Shaquille O'Neal pulls it down. And here's O'Neal. He'll bring it up for Albuquerque. And then Chandler with the jam.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
Well, clearly the defense has had no answer for them. Might be time to try something different.
Ball's knocked loose. Stolen by O'Neal. And the dunk by O'Neal.
They just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Well, as a coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flowing.
Here's Thomas. They get a hand on it. 5 to shoot. George. And London Board pulls it down.
You know, you'd love to see him pull that off, but instead he goes from highlight reel to the bloopers.
Here's Boozer. Good on the three-point shot.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
Here's London Board.
Ever since halftime, they've played precision basketball on the offensive end.
Well, the coaching staff made some adjustments for the second half, and they've come out with focus and execution.
There's the three. That's in, coming off the assist from O'Neal.
Heavy incoming from beyond the arc, a key part of their initiative this entire fourth quarter.
Yeah, it's always a little risky to lean this hard on the three-point shot, but when you're knocking them down, you might as well keep right.
And so Albuquerque takes the win. They